Hey guys, I have been doing yoga for about 3 weeks and I want to talk about some of the things I learned while doing in yoga. So I've been doing hot yoga, which means you're essentially meditating in a sense or practicing on your focus in a room that's about 90 to 98 degrees. The highest one I think I've been in was 98 degrees. It was really hot. And during this time, you're practicing a bunch of movements and trying to stabilize yourself while you're like dripping with sweat. And some of the things I have done in yoga, I found are really good to practice outside of yoga. A good example of this is one of the things we learned to do was to balance in a specific pose. So you would essentially be standing straight up, you would lift your leg, and then create a 4 shape with your legs. So you would balance one of your foot on top of your kneecaps. Throughout this process, when you're balancing, I've had a yoga instructor say, pretend you're a tree. Once you get in this pose, you're allowed to move your arms as if you're moving your branches with your leaves. And one thing I found that was really helpful is saying, I'm a tree. I may shake, I may move, I might lean a little bit, but I'm still stable, I'm still grounded, I'm still rooted. So in this sense, I've kind of used it with homework. When I do my homework, I get a little anxious sometimes, especially if I'm behind, which I currently am. And I found that if I take a 5-minute break, I pull this pose, I breathe, I go into my movement, I say, I'm a tree, I can lean, I can shake, I can feel a little nervous, but I'm still here. I'm still stable, I'm still gonna keep doing this. And through this motion, you're finding a reason to kind of stabilize on yourself. You're balancing on yourself. You're putting all your trust into one leg. I found this is really good to use just with external situations because it helps you kind of come back to yourself and realize I can depend on myself. The thing about yoga is I had one instructor, he really tested us. He had us do a circuit, like it was just an intense circuit, and he had us speed up. So it turned from us doing it for about 3 minutes to us doing it in 30 seconds. It was like switching from a slow burpee to super fast burpees. And then after that, he had us hold a plank. And through that time, he asked us, what are you guys saying to yourselves right now? And I remember I was shaking. I'm shaking, my core hurts, I'm sweating beads of sweat, I'm feeling heated up. This was the 98-degree room. And I'm thinking, what am I saying to myself? Through these times where we're going through really difficult emotions, where we want to almost give up, we have to keep saying, I can do this. And I started saying it out loud to myself. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. This is okay. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And through this, I've learned to implement this through other factors as well. If I feel nervous to record a video and I'm freaking out a little bit in between of it, I'm thinking, I can do this. And this also kind of sets you in this grounded reassurance of yourself. I found yoga has a lot of benefits with increasing your confidence and increasing your trust with yourself while enhancing your focus. I would suggest you guys doing yoga just to test how you guys feel throughout the motions. And at first it may feel really boring, may feel kind of odd, might feel a little primitive or primal in a sense. But once you start accepting the movements and start just focusing and being the present in the hot room and really understanding all your senses, it reflects through your daily habits. It instead becomes a ritual where you force yourself to be in the present instead of focusing too much on the future or the past. You're forced to be the tree. You're forced to believe you can do something you think you can't. And I think the effects of yoga as well, not only is it good for your physical state, it's great for your mental state. You're getting a workout while you're forced to be in the present, focus on your breathing, and really understand, what am I telling myself throughout anything that comes throughout my daily life? Especially with my last circuit, where I was asked, what am I saying to myself? I realized this is executed in everything I do. Now, if I'm doing something that I think is difficult, I think I can do this. I can push through it. And it increases your mental state to believe you are capable of really anything, because the truth is you are. If you put your mind to something, you really want something, nothing is stopping you. You may have limited resources, but even with the things you have, you could build a whole empire. The access, the academics, the books, the workout, the gym, they've been giving that, and there are students who have not been given any resource at all. And yet, these students who are more motivated to properly use these things are able to build anything they want. Even without the proper resources, if you're motivated enough and you know you are sure enough to do something, you have the ability to do it. Students who only have limited resources, for example, a gym, they may only have dumbbells, are able to perform any exercise to really get toned. Otherwise, other students who may have full access to a gym aren't fully utilizing it and motivated to perform the same activities to actually get muscle mass. It's not a difference in what you have and what you don't have. It's a difference in what your mindset will allow you to exert past. We really have to focus and understand, what do we want out of life? And I've been kind of going through that as well. And I think yoga has definitely heightened that sense or that realization for me, because a lot of it is focused in the present. And you're realizing, how do my daily habits really affect my future? It's kind of using your moral compass with every single decision you make. And I'm not saying you eat a cookie and you think, oh my God, I'm gonna gain 5 pounds in the future from this. No, you can have a little sweet treat once in a while. I'm talking about more limiting factors, more limiting habits. If you're about to take a test for your class, you really want an A, but instead of actually studying and putting in the work, you just pray, you hope and pray. And obviously prayer can get you far, but putting in the work with prayer is going to take you the full way. And with yoga, it kind of forces you to really sink into that and think, how am I going to stay in the present, do what I want to do, and really help my future through this sense? I would suggest to every person to try yoga.